Welcome to Husky Stadium in DeKalb, Illinois. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Thunderbirds and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Ollie Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Huskies head coach before the game. This is a beautiful full circle moment for him. He's able to finally get that dream job at his alma mater, and it all becomes a reality today when he runs out of the tunnel. He told me, I'm not sure how I'll feel, but I know my heart will be full. I'll keep you posted on how he's reacting to this crowd here today. Guys, back to you.
Ollie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So the Northern Illinois Huskies headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now the Thunderbirds offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Thunderbirds are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the... This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Jackson gonna throw it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds!
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
Hits inside. It's Edwards. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Moving out to the right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going with the counter play here. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams will pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Green. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Season alley. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He's got 42 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Rushes on. And down he goes. And it's the Thunderbirds want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Under pressure. Just gets rid of that one.
Come on, alligator arms. I know you're running over the middle of the field, but do your quarterback a favor and just make the play.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Wants to throw again. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Thunderbirds will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
There he goes! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they've got to tackle better on the back end.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Right back to the well. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Huskies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Thunderbird sideline, there is so much excitement down here on the sideline right now because their quarterback just broke the conference season record for passing yards on the last drive. He's right back out there to lead this offense. That record is going to continue to improve, but they did take just a moment to acknowledge it, pat him on the back, make sure he understands he is making history out there today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running inside. It's Edwards. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Williams looking for a man. Time to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Gets the first himself. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies. to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. From deep, it's Jenkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And it's the Thunderbirds will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's a return from midfield. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Porter. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
On the run, fires downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Powers inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Northern Illinois looking to convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Hand it to the back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Thunderbirds come to the line with a new set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Jackson gonna throw it. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Third and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. He gets away. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And it's the Thunderbirds will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be fit.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Plowing ahead on fourth down. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Huskies. And the stomping has commenced. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. Deep in the end zone, it's Jenkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jackson will throw. They're all over him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on second down. They'll run it. He'll be dropped.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Thunderbirds will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Huskies sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just
wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Husky. This crowd absolutely
nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
From the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The play fake. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got it, looking for a first. Looking for room at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And it's the Thunderbirds are rolling down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Thunderbirds will call on their punt team. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Ollie, what do you have?
Hey guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Ollie, thank you. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll ride him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Might as well run him again. Oh, he's got some space.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Porter. There's some room. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Porter.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game and build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Shakes off the defender. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And it's the Thunderbirds in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The old coaching cliche, go where no